everybody! So if you missed all the other videos, basically I had severe aplastic anemia, PNH, and thyroid cancer, and all these things. But essentially I had a bone marrow transplant a few months ago, and then I developed Evans syndrome later, and was in the hospital for a month, which was all about, the last video was all about that. And now this video is more just about finally leaving the hospital after a month and processing this whole Evans syndrome. So thanks for following the journey, and I hope it's interesting, I guess.
Puffy face, never sleeps, bruises everywhere, always shaking, sporadic pain. Was really hoping for a cure after this bone marrow transplant. Also, if you don't leave bed for 2 weeks and then barely leave bed for another 2 weeks, you will basically have no muscle and struggle to do anything. Literally. I can barely get up if I bend down. My body is so beat. I tried walking to my doctor's appointment today and everything hurts. Oh my goodness, and just walking from like the entrance to the office. Wow, the nurses and doctor told me that I need transport to go back because it's just shaking, shin splints. Can barely walk. My body is just not feeling it. Also, we concluded that it's the steroids, but I'm shaking and sweating and fast heartbeats and body's just going crazy. The doctor first thought I was maybe overdosing on like a hormone, like a thyroid hormone or something, but I told her I've been taking the right dose that they suggested, so she said it's not that, but her first thought was that I'm overdosing. I like my doctor a lot, but she has a way with words sometimes. I was kind of alluding to the prognosis of Evans syndrome. She said, well, Evans syndrome is not good, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Please don't get sick. You are probably the most immunocompromised person in this entire cancer building. Please don't get sick. Please don't fall. Please don't scratch. The whole team is just concerned about my condition. And Evans syndrome has a large spectrum of prognoses and quality of life. For some people, they become stable for long periods of time. For some people, they never become stable. There is no cure, but relapsing is very common. You know, I agree, time will tell, and we'll see. Step one, like the doctor said, is just to try to get to a stable point. And I also think that with physical therapy and stopping steroids, even if my Evans syndrome doesn't get better, I will feel better. So at least I can look forward to that. To know there's the whole financial side of things. Within the first week, I hit my max out of pocket, so I don't have to worry about like constant insurance bills. I'm also still not getting paid. We're still working with disability. We'll see. My face is so puffy it hurts, and my eyes won't stop crying. Steroids and thyroid problems suck. Does this look like a person who should be on their own? So there is a lot of drama happening at this point in time. I don't go into it too much in this video. You'll see in future videos I sort of talk about it later. But in general, this was a really rough time. But chilled out now. I'm literally addicted to steroids, and they just mess with you. One of the worst mental health days in a while. This will get touched on a little more in the future, but this was a really bad time. Due to some unexpected circumstances, I went to go pick up my car today. I haven't driven in, I think, over 3 months, and turns out of all the times I try to start driving, there's a snowstorm. So I just parked, so I made it, but I just drove 2 hours in snow due to all the traffic and accidents. I actually was really nice to first make sure that I can drive. That's a great step. Second, it's kind of just like a little adventure. And you know, obviously not the safest one. There were lots of accidents, but I'm okay. I made it. I can drive as of today. I found my coat in the car, which is great. So I was in the Airbnb and I actually went to my apartment, and I hadn't been there in months, and my roommates had decorated for Christmas. So this is the living room in my apartment. Very cute. Hey everybody. So a few days ago, I was so scared to be on my own. But actually in the last few days, I've really been pushing myself. I'm so proud. I can drive now. I can do steps okay. I just picked up groceries. So I'm really, really proud of all the improvement. I met with a physical therapist today, and she said, especially for people your age, yeah, that's how it works. Sometimes it's a really slow start, but once you start going, it's an exponential increase. So I feel confident about doing these things, moving back to my apartment, and, still super scared about germs and my health, and that's a whole nother story. But I do think that I can function enough to take care of myself, which is good. Possible ear infection, and legs are beat. Tired. Very tired and in pain. I get random extreme joint pain sometimes, but getting through the episode is always a huge win, so glad that's over. Not gonna lie, it's been a tough while, but I'm happy with what I've achieved. Today I did laundry, cooked, showered, scheduled a meeting with a potential emotional support animal, picked up cat supplies, filmed some videos, edited some videos, watched TV, played games, messaged some friends, transferred money, paid bills, took my medicine, and I just wanted to remember that accomplishments are important. And even after a night of bad joint pain, I still decided to single-handedly move a desk up a flight of stairs the next day, maybe due to the steroids getting to me. Can't tell if I'm motivated, oblivious, or stupid, but I made it up the steps, and this only cost $40 used. On so many pills, this is for 1 week and doesn't include the daily magnesium infusions I do, the daily liquid medicine I take, the weekly shot I get, and then I tend to take a lot of meds for either stomach pain or joint pain and things like that. But those are like as needed, so they don't go in the container. But every pill does have a reason, so I do understand generally what each one's for. So it's been about exactly 1 week of living on my own, taking care of myself. Definitely some ups and downs. It's been interesting. Sometimes empowering, sometimes tiring. At this precise moment, I'm not the happiest camper. I hate pain, and my joints hurt, and my ear hurts, and my stomach hurts, and just medicines and infections, and my body is not doing what I want it to. It's, we'll see. But what I really wanted to make this video for was, well, today I didn't have like errands to run really, or much to do, so I tried some online meetups, and one of them was this like forced smile yoga, primarily full of seniors. In a while I'll have to show you like examples, but it's just like these people fake laughing and moving. And after a while, I guess you kind of do laugh because like you see other people fake laughing, and that's kind of the theory, I think. But there's like the laughing crab where like you open, ha 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 ha, and then you close, and then you open, ha 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 ha, and you close, and you just see all these people do it, and it's just like the weirdest thing ever. But by the end, I did actually kind of feel better. It got me moving a little bit, stretching a little bit, but it was weird. Here, I'm just in a lot of pain. So sporadic joint pain, really, really bad sporadic joint pain from steroids, constant ear pain. I have an ear infection, stomach pain because I'm on antibiotics for the ear infection, this puffy face. My face actually hurts. It just keeps getting puffier from the steroids. Muscle weakness, literally just walking around hurts sometimes from deconditioning. I have emotional alterations from the steroids. I have a kidney infection. Of course, lack of blood because of the blood disorder. bruises all over my body from the blood disorder, and I'm in indefinite quarantine from the blood disorder. So not the happiest camper, but and rant. And hopefully soon I'm going to talk to the palliative care team about pain management, just because living in pain is really not pleasant. Well, joint pain was over. Always a relief. Usually lasts, anywhere from 10 minutes to a couple hours. So yeah, glad that's over. But the point of this video actually was because I've been by myself for a week. I got a little tired of sitting on my computer, watching TV, making videos. So I decided to try some online meetups. Did that laughing yoga one, which was kind of weird, but moved a little bit. This morning I woke up and did a Namaste yoga class, which I really liked. It was peaceful, relaxing, stretching, and I think just these online meetups are a good idea to do something and still stay socially distant and quarantined. So I signed up for a bunch, and no pressure if I won't do them, but can learn something new and keep somewhat connected to other people that are alive and living. I'm also working on getting a cat, so I think having a cat would be great. So I'll tell you, I'm getting off steroids slowly, and for months now I've just been waking up at like 3 a.m. and just been ramped and doing really productive work or playing a game, and just been awake, because steroids keep you awake, they keep you going, they keep you ramped. But for the first time in months, I'm sleepy. There's things that come up being tired, like being sad and stuff. But I forgot what it was like to feel sleepy. It's weird, and I almost wish that I was doing something super productive right now, and going. But I'm tired. I want to sleep. So I've been trying to keep myself quite busy. I've been doing online meetups, which have been really cool. I had to get new car tires, oil changed. Some of that stuff does require interaction with people, which I really, really, really try to avoid. But getting the oil changed and stuff like that needed to be done, especially now that I'm on my own. I had a doctor's appointment today, and every time I go to the doctor's, it's walking, and I try to do it, and I probably know I shouldn't. It just makes my legs on fire. I get really bad shin splints. But to treat myself, I got $5 coffee, which if you watch the Graham Stephan show, or if you're cheap in general, $5 coffee is ludicrous. But it's always been something that I do to treat myself. It's actually a peppermint latte. So pro tip, when I get it at the hospital, I ask to put the lid on myself, and it prevents the barista or whoever from putting their palm on the top of the lid where I drink from. So I started doing that just because I'm everywhere. Germs. Okay. So as you can see, I am fostering a cat from the Philly SPCA. Her name is Kuji Chagalia, which means self-determination. I just got her a few days ago. I have her for a couple weeks unless I decide to adopt her. She's so sweet. She actually probably doesn't even need fostering. She does. She actually has some pets on her, so I've been taking care of her. She arrived at the SPCA over a month ago, pretty beat up. I guess she was in a fight, and she's been at the hospital ever since. I got her the day she came out of the hospital, so I've been taking care of her, giving her pain meds, and the vet said she doesn't have anything contagious or anything that we know of. That being said, getting a cat was a kind of big, controversial decision. It's not, ideal for my immune system. The doctors were really on the line, but they said just from a emotional support standpoint, they'll make an exception for me to get a cat, just for the support, even though typically they don't let people in my condition have pets. That being said, she is really great. She's so sweet. She's cuddling, she's so clingy. I think she actually has some separation anxiety issues. For being a stray, especially, she's just been a huge, huge, huge ball of cuddles. Very clingy, actually. We take care of each other, and it's really just been a good time so far. And there's so many things that could get me sick, or you know, I'm at high risk for blood clots, I'm at high risk for germs, and you know, yeah, I'm at high risk to be around cats, but at least with the cat, I get to help the cat, she gets to help me, and I think it was the right decision. A very clingy little one. We both were in the hospital for over a month. We both are clingy. We're on the same medicine, actually. She's also on steroids. Her name literally means self-determination and strength. And this cat was just given by random to me to foster. So, meant to be? Maybe. And if this cat kills me, I'm okay with it. There's so many things that could hurt me right now, and she's been great.
Second night in a row with lots of pain, joint pain. I'm so tired of joint pain. It's so bad. I tried to tell the doctor I needed more pain meds, so they did give me Oxy, which is a little stronger than the other pain meds I had, but it still takes a while to kick in, and it's just so not pleasant. Meeting with the palliative care team tomorrow to ask about any more pain management. You know, every time it happens, it goes away, but it's just like, how long can you handle being in, you know, significant pain? Usually my knees. So, last night was really bad. Last night was like 9 out of 10 pain for maybe 30 to 45 minutes, and I had taken, you know, every pain med they could, and I actually called the ER just to see if they had any advice, and they actually never called me back, but it went away before they called me back, so it's fine.
And you might notice that in this video, it basically recapped kind of coming to terms or dealing with the thought of Evans syndrome and continually to be sick, and then adapting to living on my own and doing things on my own, along with just being in pain and being sick, but then also taking active steps to try to work on my mental and physical health, like doing the meetups and getting the cat. So this last month or so has just been a lot of things going on for me. The next few videos will kind of go into more detail about some of the aspects throughout the month, and check back next week for another video.